Alright, before I get into this video, I do have a giveaway for you. This is the Batman Arkham City series from PlayArts, which is also from Square Enix. And in particular, this is the Dark Knight Returns skin that you can get in the game. This Batman figure has 3 interchangeable hands, including the 2 he has equipped, and one of the hands has 4 batarangs stuck in between each of his fingers. And it also comes with the bat grapple or the bat rope that has a massive batarang stuck to the end of it. This Batman is massive and the detail on him is perfect everywhere from the belt to the bat symbol to the cape. Now, when it comes to the rules of the giveaway, I am primarily keeping this to Canada and the US. It's just easier for me right now to ship things out that way. One day when I maybe get a little bit bigger, international will become something I will do. So the rules of the giveaway, if you want a chance to win this Dark Knight Returns Batman, you need to go on my Instagram, which the link will be in the description below, and it will also be linked within my channel so you can find it there. And I'm going to have a giveaway post on my Instagram. What you have to do is you have to go to that post, you have to tag 3 people in the comment section, then you have to email me your answer to a question. Once again, my email is found in the description below, and it is also found linked to my channel if you go to the About tab. Now, the question I have for you is not necessarily a yes or no, and it's not a right or wrong answer, it is a personal opinion. I'm sure we all know the story of the Dark Knight Returns. We all know that Bruce Wayne has to come back as Batman in his old age, and we all know by doing that it caused the Joker to come back to continue his life of crime. So the question is, if Bruce never came back as Batman, would the Joker have made a miraculous recovery and returned to his life of crime? That's one thing I always thought was interesting about the Dark Knight Returns and those 2 iterations of those characters, and that is also a question I like to hear other people's opinions about. So once again, if you want a chance to win this Batman giveaway, you do need to give me your personal answer on this question through my email, and then tag 3 people on my Instagram on that particular giveaway picture in hopes that I can get more followers and subscribers, because if I get more subscribers, I can do more giveaways like this a lot more often. I will be announcing the winner of this prize a day after this video is uploaded, so good luck to everyone. So the other day when I was doing the tier list for all the DC films from 1966 to 2022, I saw another tier list here of ranking all the Batsuits, and this was fun, so I wanted to do another one. All right, let's just jump right into it. Now, when looking at this list, I can tell there are a lot of suits that are missing, a couple of comic book suits, a couple of video game suits, even the animated series Batman suit seems to be missing on here. I did find another tier list that was massive. Like, it easily had every single suit Batman has ever worn since 1939. That, though, is a day that I would wait to maybe do a massive live stream and we would do a tier maker list there. For now, this one will do because it's got most of the live action suits and a couple other popular suits. Kicking it right off with Christian Bale's Batsuit from The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. That's easily going to S for me. That suit looks very sleek and it works perfectly for Christian Bale. I grew up off of this suit, so that is going S for sure. Then we have Robert Pattinson's suit, and I want to put it in S, but I'm going to put it in A. I think it is a very solid stepping stone for a beginning Batman. There's a couple of things on the suit that he's got to change, and I'm sure he's going to change over time, like the gauntlets, a little bit of the cape and the cowl, even the chest piece, the greaves, the boots, everything on his suit is going to be changed throughout the movies. But when you are a year and a half, 2 years into being Batman, that's pretty damn good. Now, that is Val Kilmer's suit from Batman Forever. Instantly D. We don't even need to talk about it. Moving on. Arkham Origins Batman. I'm conflicted between S and A. S, I'll go S, I am. When I think of Batman, that's the type of suit I think of him wearing. Now, it's pretty insane how bulky and heavy that suit is, but he still moves around like the Flash in it. Like, it is crazy how mobile he is in that suit. That is the type of suit I would want my Batman wearing. Something that is so armored and so protected, he no longer needs to worry about bullets and explosives and whatever else. Although I have no problem with a suit like that being a little more sleek and slim, the way the Arkham Knight suit is. But there is no denying for the specific shape they chose to make for Arkham Origins, that suit is amazing. Then you have the Arkham Asylum Batsuit, which I'm going to put in the S tier. As much as I love armored Batsuits, I will say I do have an appreciation for the old school cotton material, and even still, that suit is not fully just cotton. There's titanium weave fibers in between those threads. Also, there are parts of them that are specifically armored, like the helmet, the gauntlets, the boots. I have an appreciation for the old school looks. That's S tier. Then we have Injustice 2 Batman, and in particular, this seems to be the Injustice 2 Batman with the kryptonite engraved into his suit, which that I'm gonna put as an A. I think that's really cool. I always thought if Batman needed to take on Superman, he would rather put it within him than outside of him. You know, it's cool when he's capable of throwing chunks of kryptonite in front of him or dispelling gas around him, but I always love that Batman with the kryptonite gloves. Based off of what that suit is used for, which is Superman or Kryptonians, it's an A. Of course, you would never see Batman just running around with a kryptonite suit whenever he's fighting Clayface or Solomon Grundy or whatever it may be. Then it looks like you have one of George Clooney's suits from Batman and Robin. That's going into D easily. And then you also have Injustice 2 Batman, and that bat suit is just his regular suit throughout the story. I'm gonna put this in B. I don't think it's a bad suit at all. I think it's decent, but I do think it's good that in Injustice 2, you can heavily upgrade your characters and change their armor, because that isn't a bad suit I'd want to play in 24/7. I believe this is kind of hard to see, but I think it's Batman Incorporated. It's a little hard to tell. I'm gonna go B as well, though. It's not bad. Over are the days for me where Batman has the yellow in his symbol. Don't get me wrong, I will always like that symbol. I will always think it's a good bat symbol, but I would never use it anymore. It's just not modern enough anymore, and I think we're kind of past those days, but it's a decent suit for what it is. And then you have another Injustice Batman, but this is from Injustice 1. This is another bat suit that I'm very 50-50 on. I'm gonna put it at B. And I do think it is a somewhat better suit than the Injustice 2 Batsuit. The Batsuit from Injustice 1, I think I like a little bit better simply because of the bat symbol. I think the rest of it isn't as striking to me. But you know what? I think what it is, now that I'm really thinking about it, is the fact that the graphics are a little dated. And if they were to maybe update that suit into today's graphics, I might have a different outlook on it, but for now, B. And then we have the other Batman and Robin suit, which is going straight to D, not even a discussion. Let's move on. Like, what the hell is that silver shit on his suit? And why is the bat symbol like nearly stretching to his shoulders? Like, what were they thinking back then? Okay, then that seems to be Val Kilmer's suit, which I don't know, guys, like, it's C or D. I don't care for it at all. Like, I just don't like it. I'm putting it in D. Sorry. I just don't like them. I think they're all bad. If there was a tier lower than D, George Clooney suits and the first Val Kilmer suit I put up there, they'd be going in Fs, 100%. So that ends the terrible run of the Clooney-Kilmer era. Moving on into the Batman vs. Superman with Ben Affleck, the armored Batsuit. This is going into A. I love that suit. I love how big and bulky and stocky it is. I love that he created this mainframe of just heavy hitting power when he goes up against Superman. I love every detail Zack Snyder kept about the suit, like the part where Superman does like a haymaker move and Batman blocks it. Even though he blocks it in a couple of scenes later, you see that gauntlet is like dented in. The detail on the suit is fantastic. I'm a sucker for the glowing eyes when you execute the glowing eyes properly. And because there is definitely mechanics inside of this suit, the glowing eyes make sense. So that's why it goes into A. Then you have Michael Keaton's Batsuit. And look, I'm hovering over B because I want to put it in B, but I'm not. I'm going to put it in C. And here's the reason. The idea of Michael Keaton's Batsuit, I like. When I picture Michael Keaton's Batsuit, I like it. But when I see Michael Keaton's Batsuit on screen, I don't like the way it looks, and it does not mold him properly. It goes to C. And you guys just know I'm not a fan of Michael Keaton as Batman either. I just don't think he fits the character. Then we move off to the Ben Affleck Nightmare World Batman, and that's going straight into A. No discussion. I know it might not be the most ethical type of bat suit, but we have to remember where it's coming from. It's coming from an apocalyptical world, and I just think the idea of Batman in this brown trench coat, super dusty, with goggles to keep sand out of his eyes, I just love it. I think it's just such a cool idea, and it's a cool idea for me because it's something I would have never thought of. I would have never thought of dressing Batman up in a look like that, but when Zack Snyder did it, it worked for me. That's actually one of my favorite scenes in Batman vs Superman as well, is the Nightmare World scene. Next up, we have easily the best Batman suit ever created, and it is going right in front of Christian Bale's Batsuit because I just need everyone to know that it is the best Batsuit ever. The Arkham Knight Batman. That Batsuit is gold. It is the pinnacle of all Batsuits. All Batsuits should want to obtain that type of beauty and power and look. It's just, that is the Batsuit I picture. In my mind, if I were to ever make a Batman movie or whatever, that's the Batsuit I would want my Batman in. That Batsuit can be used to take down a street thug. It can be used to take down his entire rogues gallery. It can be used to take down an army. It can be used to fight within the Justice League. It can be used to fight beings that are 100 times stronger than him. That is the ultimate Batsuit. All right, now moving on into Christian Bale's Batman Begins suit. I'm gonna put this in A. If you wanted to put that in B, I could understand why. I just think for me, that is the first time I ever saw Christian Bale in a Batsuit. Those are the movies I fell in love with. Of course, one of the main issues with that suit's probably the cowl, but that's why Nolan changed the suit the way he did in The Dark Knight. And once again, for a Batman who's in his second year as Batman, that's a pretty damn good suit. Then for Ben Affleck's base Batman suit in Batman vs Superman, I'm putting that in A. Whereas I'm not a huge fan of that wider bat symbol, I will say Zack Snyder and the costume department did a great job of refining it and making it work on a live action Batsuit, to the point where I really, really like it. Then you have Arkham City Batman, which really is not that much different from Asylum, so that's just gonna go into S. Then you have Ben Affleck's base Batsuit from Zack Snyder's Justice League, and it's pretty similar to the one he uses in Batman vs Superman, so another A. And then you have another Ben Affleck Batsuit from Zack Snyder's Justice League, but it's the tactical suit, and that will go A as well. What I like about that Batsuit is you can tell it's more armored out than his other suits, and you could tell the suit can probably carry more in terms of gadgets, but even still, he is still as mobile and agile as if he was using one of his lighter suits. Then you have the other armored bat suit from the actual Dark Knight Returns comic book, and I'm gonna slide this into B. You could argue with me that it's a better suit than the armored suit from Batman vs Superman, but the reason why I have the Dark Knight Returns Batsuit in B is mainly because there's a certain aesthetic that the Batman vs Superman armored suit has that the Dark Knight Returns suit doesn't, and I just prefer the one over the other. Then you have Dark Knight Returns Batman again from the comic book, and this suit, just because I have a natural appreciation and respect for it, I'm gonna put it in B. They're missing the other Dark Knight Returns suit here with the actual wide bat symbol. That suit I like better than this one. Once again, I think it's the yellow bat symbol that's just kind of moved on from me. I'm not a big fan of it. I was almost considering C, but I'm gonna place it in B. The Long Halloween Batman, I'm putting this suit in C. Now hear me out, I'm gonna explain why. I love that comic book. I love that entire run. I love Dark Victory, the one that follows after. I just love those books. I love the story so much. The artwork is weird. There's no doubt about it. The artwork is very odd. I will say this. In terms of the comic book alone, not comparing it to anything else, the way Batman is drawn in that comic book is like an S. In terms of that comic book compared to other characters. But when I compare that suit to all the other suits here, I can't find myself putting that suit in a B or an A or an S. It's gotta go in C. There are far other better suits here than that one. Then we have New 52 Batman, and I'm gonna put this one in A. The reason why it's going to go there is because, once again, I am a sucker for that sleek, metallic looking suit that makes Batman look like he is armored out, but he is still fast and mobile and agile and capable of just being Batman, even though he has a ton of armor on. But then you have another New 52 Batsuit, and this one, it's honestly a toss-up between B and C. I'm gonna put it in B. What actually throws me off about that Batsuit is the slight yellow outline that surrounds the bat symbol. Not a big fan of that. Then you move on to the oldest Batsuits in Batman history, one being Adam West's Batman. I'm not putting this in D, but I am putting it in C. When I compare it to all the other Batsuits here, it really is a C or D suit. But then I start to think of it in terms of what Batman was like during that day. And back then, I'm sure those people would have said, no, that suit is an S or an A. It obviously isn't. I'm only keeping it C just because I am showing respect to what has come before. And then one of the first Batsuits he ever debuted in with the purple gloves, I'm actually putting this in B. I kind of like the accent that the purple gloves gives him. It might not make the most sense and it might be a little strange, but something about it just kind of goes, and I like the pointy ears that go on more of a diagonal. I think it's kind of neat, and I think it was a great way of showing how Batman looked in his very early days. So there you have it, guys. With the suits that were offered there, that is my rankings from S to D. Arkham Batman, Christian Bale's Dark Knight suit, Arkham Origins Batman, and then Asylum and City. Those suits are in my top rankings. I absolutely love them. The more I look at this list, I would honestly consider putting Ben Affleck's armored suit into S. I will keep it in A as of right now, but it is an S consideration for sure. With that being said, everyone, I will leave in the description below if you want to make this tier list as well and see what you come up with. Let me know in the comments below what some of your favorite bat suits are. Maybe once again we're very similar on these things, or maybe we're very different. Also too, make sure to leave in the comments below if there's other tier lists that you want me to go through and I can make videos about them, because once again, these are a ton of fun to make. I like going through them. But that's all I got for you on this one, guys. And until next time, I will talk to you all very soon.